Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I hope you had a great day overall, man. I'm back at y'all with some more boxing talk. Just figured I'd tap in with y'all real quick, man. I had a shit ton of DMs spread out through Facebook, Instagram, and I even got a DM off of Twitter. People just sharing me posts because this is a big talked about subject right now in the sport of boxing, and a lot of people, considering my experience in the sport, want to know what my take is on this whole situation and exactly what is going on with one of the most iconic boxers to ever come out of the sport. You feel what I'm saying? But before we get into that, man, of course, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be back on live soon and all that good stuff, man. I just want to ask y'all something really real because I really want you guys to get an understanding of how crazy this is. You see what I'm saying? And how ironic this is, in all honesty, man. How does the richest boxer in history in the sport, the man that built his entire brand around money, ownership, being the smartest boxer in the room, end up in court saying $340 million of his money is missing, y'all? Because that's exactly what's happening right now with Floyd Mayweather Jr. He has filed a lawsuit against Showtime, and the former Showtime president, Steven Espinoza, accusing them of things like fraud, civil conspiracy, and knowingly helping divert hundreds of millions of dollars that Floyd said should have gone directly to him. And before we jump to the wrong conclusion and stuff like that, because I've seen a bunch of this online too, let me be crystal clear. This part really matters to me, man. This does not mean that Floyd is broke or struggling or that he never got paid. That's not what the claim is at all. When you read the article, Floyd is saying that hundreds of millions of dollars that he generated throughout his time at Showtime never flowed into accounts that he personally controlled. And there's a massive difference between being broke and being owed money. Y'all already know what it is if y'all live in life, man. You can be wealthy and still say somebody mishandled your bread, diverted it or controlled revenue that legally should have been yours. And when you're looking through the lawsuit, Floyd claims that he generated over $1 billion in his career, with roughly $340 million being routed into entities that he did not control, entities the lawsuit repeatedly ties to Haymon. You see what I'm saying? With Floyd alleging that Showtime knew what was going on, they approved it and signed off on it. You know what I'm saying? Which, when you think of it that way, they enabled it rather than being like a passive bystander, which is why Showtime is the target of this entire lawsuit and not Haymon, at least for now. You see what I'm saying? And this is where people start asking the uncomfortable questions. Is it possible, based off of the information that we just read, that Haymon finessed Floyd out of his money? And the honest answer is, it's possible. Not proven thus far, but possible, because Floyd is standing in court right now saying Haymon stole my money. He's saying that once the money was routed into structures controlled by somebody else, he lost control of it and he lost transparency of it. And that distinction matters because a setup can be legal on paper while still being deeply unfavorable in practice. You see what I'm saying? This also brings up another real question people are asking when it comes to Floyd, and whether this is the exact reason why Floyd continues to fight, doing exhibitions. He just announced a new one out in Greece with Mike Zambidis. Whatever his name is, no disrespect, because exhibitions give Floyd exactly what the lawsuit says he didn't always have while being over at Showtime. Fast, clean money with full control, no long revenue chains, no network entanglements, no back-end disputes, just guaranteed appearance fees wired straight to entities that he controls. And that doesn't mean that he's desperate or broke. It just means he's going about things as simple, as easy as possible. With that, not much risk to monetize his brand while this legal battle plays out. You see what I'm saying? He's openly said he doesn't love the sport of boxing anymore, but he clearly understands boxing as the business. And when you add in the money in question stems from Floyd's biggest blockbuster events against, of course, Manny Pacquiao, Conor McGregor, and other massive Showtime pay-per-views where the revenues were astronomical. You see what I'm saying? And personally, I really hope that Floyd figures this out, like, wholeheartedly. And he gets every dollar that he's owed because he gave the game over 20 years of his life. Blood, sweat, tears, or whatever money he earned in the ring should be his, man. Clean and clear, not tied up, rerouted, and controlled by other people that's not him. And the lesson for upcoming fighters is simple but very important, man. Always maintain direct control over your primary accounts. Separate your lawyer, accountant, and manager so no one person controls everything. Demand written transparency on where the money's going before you sign anything. Get independent audits, man, regularly. You know what I'm saying? Never let revenue skip past an account you control. And remember that trust is not a substitute for oversight, man. Because if the guy named Money can end up fighting for transparency, then every young fighter needs to protect themselves early so they don't have to run into these issues, man. Ask uncomfortable questions and make sure the money they bleed for in the ring actually stands where it belongs, man. Looks like a crazy, messy situation. I know I will be going crazy if $340 million of my life's work is missing and I have no idea where it is or what they did with the money. That shit would drive me absolutely crazy, man. But I hope Floyd Mayweather figures this out, man. Very, very unfortunate situation, and I hope he get every dollar back that he's owed, because there's no way that you're just gonna take my money and you know what I'm saying, put it somewhere, and then Showtime, you know, enables this action without my consent. You know what I'm saying? And refuses to let me know exactly where it is. Like, what do you mean? How can y'all just do that, man? So y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Floyd seems to be in a messy situation. Do you think this is why he continues to box? Do you think that, you know, he's not doing too well financially? What lesson is there to be learned from all of this, man? That's my take. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Y'all hit the like, y'all hit the subscribe button. I'll be back at y'all with another video soon, man. Peace.